today I am going to be making some plants for my Addams Family Conservatory, and I need a lot of them because Morticia is like, that's what her signature thing is, that she works on plants in a conservatory. Like, that's just what she does when she's bored, I guess. That's just like her hobby. So I definitely need to make a room full of plants, so I need to get going on that. Hi Joanne, hi Funniness Videos. All right, so firstly, I don't know if y'all get this magazine. This is Hobby Builder's Supply, and I've gotten this for probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, but this one I just got today, and it's already got a fall theme, but it does say keep this catalog, it's the only complete one until January. So I started looking through it. Hi Francis, hi Sherry, and look what they have here, if you can see it. Lurch, charmingly creepy, and it says you rang. And so he's $70 for a lurch. I just thought that was funny because there's no other family members, and Lurch is the only doll I do not have pieces for. Like, I have like the kit pieces. Anyway, I just thought it was hilarious, even though it doesn't look like Lurch and I probably won't purchase him. I just thought it was funny, so I had to share. If you guys get this magazine, it's fun to flip through. Of course, these are mass-produced miniatures, but you can find some good prices, I think, in here for little things. And they also sell dollhouses, like half scale and 1/4 inch scale. So anyway, I just thought I'd share with you. I've gotten it before and I haven't shared it before, but when I saw Lurch in there, I just knew I had to share that because I thought that was hilarious. I don't know where the other family members are, but believe me, 7 family members is a lot to make, so I kind of understand that. But yeah, there's all sorts of like kits you can get with add-ons, and then in the back they have like a half scale, half scale section, which isn't very big, but I think people are just really starting to get into half scale. And then there's like a 1/44 scale, 1/48 scale. So this is too tiny for me. This stuff is super tiny. It's like Dollhouse for a dollhouse. I could modify him, but I actually just recently ordered, but have not purchased yet, the pieces to make my own Lurch. I need to pick him up in September. So when I get his kit, he'll look like the rest of the family. So I wanted him to definitely have the same look as the other Addams Family members, but I just thought it was hilarious that he was in here. Yes, 7 family members is a lot, which is why I'm trying to make them myself. First one I'm going to do eventually is Uncle Fester because he has no hair, so I think that'll probably be the easiest one to do, but I do have all the pieces to make him. I just need to make time to do it. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to do is make a quick announcement that I've been really wanting to get back to my abandoned coffee shop project, but school is starting in the next few weeks, and I was looking at my schedule and starting to have a little panic attack that I wasn't going to be able to get my normal videos up these coming weeks as I prepare for school. So there may be some videos missing or some really short videos that aren't tutorials, but I just want to let you guys know, because I know if you're coming to the stream or if you're signing on Friday to look at the stream, you're probably the people that watch my videos the most. So I want to let you know that in the next couple weeks, if some videos aren't uploaded, it's because I'm working on my classroom or working on that part of my life. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there. But Days Here open house is tomorrow. Open house for what? Yeah, let me know. I am going to work on filling these little planters today, and I have several of them. I've been buying them like at shows. There's this one, oh, for school. that makes sense. That's what I was just talking about. So yeah, ours is not in a little bit. Texas seems to start later. Hi, how are you? Yeah, Texas seems to start later than a lot of other places, which I'm not complaining. But, so yeah, we've still got a little bit, but it's the whole preparation thing. So I've got a few of my plants already. This is one I made a long time ago, and this is just like some foliage stuff I bought from Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of put it in some air dry clay. You can see it kind of stuck in there. Air dry clay. I was trying to think, what am I going to stick this in? I have air dry clay, so I'll need to get that out. It's right there, but I'm not sure I can reach through my setup. This is I think it's a mass-produced one. It could be, I don't know, someone could have made it. I'm not quite sure, but it's got like wires in it, so it's bendable and movable. And if you've been here before, thank you. If you've been here before, you have seen the conservatory, and my big, huge plant masterpiece was done by a friend, and that's Cleopatra, which is Morticia's African strangler plant. You can look all that up if you want to, but yeah, so I have that already done. I had a professional plant maker make that for me because she does awesome work, but I need to make all the other plants out of cheaply bought like Hobby Lobby plant pieces, because I can't afford to have all my plants professionally made, because they're beautiful and well done, but they also cost because they're made by artists. So I'm gonna have to make them myself. Coffee grounds mixed with Mod Podge. Oh, that's a good idea. I actually have coffee grounds. Yeah, I might have to go get that later in the stream because we have some coffee that we haven't used. So good idea, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I have, and then I was waiting to see if someone had signed on yet, but I don't see her yet. But I'll still tell you what she sent me. But this is what I have. Greenery that I have purchased in the past. And I always look for things with like little bitty, let's see if I can put them up here. Little bitty leaves, because they will transfer more into a smaller scale. So I like these little vines and stuff. And so I just clip off pieces as I go. I don't really, luckily in the Addams family, you don't need to have a specific like plant with its like scientific name because it's the Addams family. Like, I'm not even sure there's a plant called an African strangler. So I can pretty much make up whatever I want. So yeah. Anyway, just some small plants like this. So what I'm going to be doing is just grabbing from this, from the pots I already have. And then Phyllis, which is one of my subscribers, let me move these carefully. She sent me a box of stuff after the last live stream. And I was just going to show you guys what she sent. She said she was going to sign on, so we'll see if she comes on a little bit later. But she sent a lot of these little foam pieces. And these are like the kind that's like all stuck together. These are individual ones. But they could be like painted and, yeah, they're interesting. Like, you know, make little like, I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm definitely going to try and use some of these things that she sent me. And then she also sent me some of this powder, and I have the name of it. It's called Oasis Rainbow Foam. And if you can see, it's like a really fine powder. And she sent me an idea of things that I could make with the foam. So I'm going to try her suggestion tonight, and I have like this is like a dark maroon or purple. This is like a reddish orange, and then a very red, and then yellow and blue. And I think that's it for the colors. And I've never used that stuff before, so that'll be really interesting. And then here are some of the plant pieces, and I hadn't seen one with this type. These are very detailed leaves, so I think that'll be cool. And then some spiky ones, kind of look like Christmas tree bits a little bit. And then here's some that have the little foam balls on there, so probably an example of how you can use the foam balls. And then here's some with some long leaves. So she sent me quite a bit of stuff, and so I definitely wanted to use it. And then this one has some really interesting spiky leaves. So I think I can create some pretty interesting plants in here with the things that Phyllis sent me and the things I already have. So if you see things that you think might go together, feel free to give me some ideas. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with kind of a bigger plant pot. And let's see, do I want to do used ones? Yes, probably. I don't have any used coffee grounds though, so I should probably, I really like the idea of trying to mix the Mod Podge and the coffee grounds. So I need a container I can mix that in, and I might go grab it real quick. Let's see. Okay, probably mix it in here, and then it'll smell like coffee in here. Okay, let me go get the coffee grounds. I actually already have the Mod Podge because I really like that idea, and we're gonna try it. And yeah, I'll be right back. So we're going to try this out. Hi Phyllis, I just opened up your package and showed everybody the items that you sent me, so we're gonna try and make a few things. And was it Marisa who suggested the coffee grounds? No, Edwina suggested coffee grounds mixed with Mod Podge, so we're gonna try that for the dirt to go into the pot. So we're gonna try some of that. I just got some coffee that we haven't used in a while. I don't know how much to mix in, so we're gonna experiment here. Ooh, it does smell like coffee. It's making me want coffee, but I do have tea, so I have something. Okay. Now I need something to mix with that's not going to get all gross. I can mix with the back of a paintbrush, I guess. All right, we're gonna try this out. I just did a topping of it on top. Okay, you just did a topping of it on top. So are you saying like do the air dry clay maybe, and then that on top of it later? Is that what we should do? Let's see. Because if I do the air dry clay, will it dry if I put a layer of glue and the coffee mixture on top? Do you guys think it would dry? Because there's not a hole in the bottom here, obviously. Oh, there's a price tag. I don't know. I don't want to make something that's not going to dry. I also have this clay. It's this clay that never dries. And my daughter was using it. She doesn't care for the earth tones though. So I was thinking this could go in the bottom because it's just, I mean, it's just plasticine type stuff. So I could mush that up and then put stuff on top of it. Put styrofoam. Okay, I put styrofoam in my, oh, so you don't know. Coffee grounds on bottom and then paint over the top with Mod Podge. It might dry slower. Okay. Just a hint of the coffee grounds. If you take used grounds and dry them out in the oven, they won't smell like coffee. I don't have used grounds, so we'll just experiment, and if it doesn't work, I will let y'all know somehow. So I'm gonna see if I can grab the air dry clay and hold on. Sorry if that was awkward. Okay. Hopefully it's still smooshy. All right, we're just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna use some paper clay to fill in the bottom. And then we'll put in some of the stuff on top of it. And then I'll squish the stuff in. I think eventually it would dry out. I think. Might take longer to dry. I'm okay with it taking a while to dry. I just want it to be able to grab the stems quickly so that I'm not, like, it's not just falling over. So we'll experiment. We'll experiment. All right. And we'll put the coffee grounds. I'm gonna put some of the coffee grounds back into my coffee thing. Made one with just the glue, coffee grounds mixture, and it worked pretty well once it finally dried. Okay, good to know. Well, you sent me plenty of powder, Phyllis, so I think even if I didn't have the coffee, we could have probably worked the powder in there, because I think that's what it's originally for once I read it. It's to put in the pot, Okay, so what I'm gonna do is start out with some base stems. So I'm thinking these, because I want to make this a pretty big plant. So, sorry if I'm not looking at you guys and looking this way. I'm trying to make sure everything works. Even though it's never failed me. It would be that I craft for like 30 minutes without realizing that the stream failed or something. So, yes. It is fun to experiment. So let's see. I'm thinking I'll start with some of these long ones. I like how they're really pointy. That seems like something Morticia would probably really go for, is some pointy stems. These ones that are kind of longer, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. These ones that are a little bit longer, I'll put towards the center. This will be kind of our first plant here. Oh, he wants to go that way. It's standing up pretty well in the clay. So he's gonna kind of be one of my plants that goes around Cleopatra. So I want him to be a little bit tall. And if you can hear my children in the background, they're home. This will probably be my last nighttime stream because school is starting. By the time it's time for another stream, school will have started. So it'll be back on Wednesday mornings. So I'm sorry for my Australian friends and friends that that's going to be the middle of the night for you guys. But you never know. Could change again. So we'll see. But it's just easier when my sweet babies are at school for me to concentrate on the stream and on making miniatures. So, all right, so this is what I've got going so far, and I'm just gonna keep building it up. I'm wondering, should I add like another texture in there? Like I used to have this potted plant that had 2 different types of leaves in it and actually looked pretty cool. Oh, hi, Leslie, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, well, this paper clay, if I don't use it soon, it's probably not going to last, because this was from, what was I making with it? I made something on stream with it, paper clay. Oh, it was the ceiling, which was like, I don't know, 2 months ago. I'm thankful that it's still like working. Something low like moss. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna look at some of these other textures here. I might put a couple of these like coming up through the center. So we'll see. Ooh. It's interesting to pull these out because some of them are like all put together and some of them are individual pieces. So let's clip it. And I'm just using normal like little wire clippers. They seem to be the best. Hi, Wanda. The mummy and the tree. Oh yeah. Yep. What else did I use it on? I'll use it on the dragon for my cottage thing that was like a while ago. Okay, so now I have like a different texture in there. So it's definitely, I think it's starting to look more like a office plant. Like, maybe, do y'all know what I mean? Like the plants in offices that just you see in an office setting. I don't know if that makes sense. Definitely gonna add some more and build this guy up. And then I'm gonna I'm probably gonna let him dry out just for a few minutes and maybe try the coffee ground thing after I let him dry out for a while. So I like how he's building up. And then I don't know if I'll do it in this live stream. Depends on how many plants I get done. I'll probably go back and just brush him a little bit with some dry brush paint just to give it a little bit more. Like I might put some yellow on these leaves. Maybe put some brown, like they're slowly dying. Gardening channels say for potted plants you need 3 things: a thriller, a spiller, and a filler. I probably need to watch some more gardening things because I'm just trying to keep one plant alive. And I don't know. The plant that I was talking to you about that had 2 different things in it, it actually was from my office I used to work at. They were going to throw it out when we moved, and I was like, I'll take it. And I kept it alive for, let's see, I kept it alive for like 12 years, and I was really proud of myself, but then it died just this past year. I think 12 years is a good run for a plant. There are recipes for cold porcelain paper clay everywhere. I really want to do like a paper clay testing video where I find all these different paper clay recipes and like make them all and then test them all so that like, and like tell you guys my my opinions so that you can like know which ones you like and want to try. They were not plastic, Joanne. I can show you. It's still dead on my porch. That would be horrible if I watered a plant for 12 years that ended up being plastic. I would probably cry. Hi, Lily. Get what I want to plant if it's plastic. I had an aunt, or I still have an aunt, that she had all plastic plants, and her plants always look gorgeous. Of course, she invested in like the really nice plastic plants, and I just remember like very clearly her cleaning her plants, walk around and clean all her plants, and it was like I'd never seen that before. But I guess if they're plastic, you gotta clean them. Okay, do I need some more like coming up the top, do you think? Joanne, it's funny. I think I need some more coming up the top. So I'm gonna get some long ones here and just leave it as long as I can. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get coffee grounds in here. Sorry if y'all can't see. I'll put a really tall one in the center. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if it'll stay, actually. So now he's getting a little bit taller. I think I should fill this in. There's probably not going to be room for me to put any coffee grounds in there by the end of it, but that might be okay. We can try that in another plant. Because I have these little trays, so I think I want to make it look like there's like little buds coming out with a lot of dirt. So these little trays will be fun to do with the coffee grounds. So we will try that. I think you should have done like a cake tier with the clay. Do you mean like make it, what do you mean? I'm trying to think of what you mean, but like make it taller in the center. This is our experiment plant, so. Oh no, I'm sorry, the internet's messing you up. with as full it is, just dry paint it. I think that's probably, so I could build it up. So you're saying like maybe if I do another one this big, like make it like lump up in the center. That probably makes sense. That does make sense. Not probably, it does make sense. All right, so I'm just gonna keep building on this guy. Okay, so what did Joanne say? A chiller, a thriller, and a filler? So this is probably filler. What's a chiller? Is that like an exciting plant? Is that what you said? I can't remember. Ooh, 113. My goodness. I can't remember. We've been avoiding the outside in Texas, although it did cool off in the past couple days because it did rain a little bit, which was definitely nice. But it was like a hot, muggy rain, but it did cool it off just a little bit at least. Okay. I think I still need some more like coming out here because this guy just looks like a little lonely fella up here. Thriller stands up, filler fills out. Oh, and spiller, not a chiller. Okay. Filler fills out. Okay. So is this my thriller then, I guess? He's so exciting. Okay. I don't know if I have a spiller. He may just not have everything. He might kind of be like some wild grass and plants. We can keep that in mind for the future. I'm going to put some more here. I mean, I really kind of want him just to kind of look like everywhere. Let's see if I can squish him in. Ooh, kids are yelling. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Leslie. We'll see you in a little, we'll see you in a month. Love the little trays for seedlings, starting seeds. Yeah, I think that'll be fun addition. Okay. I'm kind of liking this guy just because he's kind of like the crazy exploding plant. Like maybe she just dropped seeds in here and just let whatever happen. So let's see how tall he is. I'm actually going to go get Cleopatra, the main star of the show, so that we can kind of put her next to it. So this is Cleopatra. She's my meat-eating plant that Morticia... It's like her Morticia's pet. And she was made by Tallulah Bell. It's not her real name. That's her business name. Tallulah Bell Originals, I think is her business name. And she used to make these a lot. She even made like little plants with like teeth and lips. And they're so cute. And she made this guy for me. And let's see. She even signed it on the bottom for me. Excuse me. And it's actually bendable and movable, although I like her shape, how she shaped her. So she's definitely kind of staying in this shape. And then she fits in this little guy that I got. And so I kind of keep her like so. So I'll kind of show you a size comparison. So I just kind of want a plant to sit in front of her just to kind of build up the greenery around her. Because that's, if you watch the show, there's just greenery everywhere in the TV show. Seen somewhere take Dollar Tree calculator and pull the buttons off for Dollhouse seed stars. That's a good idea. The ones in the bag that you said had more detail leaves are a vine, so that might make a good spiller. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. All right, we will probably, I think I'd like to do like some like definite spillage. Is that a word? Spillage in this goose guy, because I think he's probably one of my favorite pots. And I think I have two, but I don't know where the other one is. I think I would have bought two. I think I did buy two, but I don't know. Actually, Thought maybe it was on my shelf for a second. I don't know if it's on my shelf, but anyway, I think this is one of my favorites. So I think like some spilling vines over it would be cool on this one, especially spilling over the back. So I think this is resin. Yeah, this is resin. And I think they were like $4 if I'm remembering correctly. So I definitely have two, because if they're $4, I would have bought two. I don't know where it's at right now. I think it's over there somewhere. Anyway, so we'll experiment with that one for sure. Okay. So, oh, is it a swan? Yeah, it's probably a swan. Plant making going in the swan. This one's not going in there. We'll make a specific one for the swan. You can't even really see the clay anymore, so yeah, I don't think we'll have to like coffee grounds this one. All right, so we've got Cleopatra for some reference here, because like I said, she's the star of the show in that room. Let me put her somewhere so I don't knock her over. Stay. Okay. All right, I really want to try the coffee grounds thing. So I kind of want to do these guys next. Hang creepers and hanging plants on the ceiling to create a jungle atmosphere. Ooh, I have something to show you. Hold on. That made me think of something. And I can't really tell you where I got this or why, because it's a future video. But, hold on. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I have this, which is like a little door hanger thing that I could have some plants spilling out of and like hanging up on the wall. And this amazing piece of amazingness that I am so excited about. Hang creepers and hanging plants on the ceiling to create. I will have some like vines going up, and so I really like that idea, Hugo. I'll definitely be doing that. I have a Venus flytrap too. Oh, I have so many things to show you guys. Okay, look at this. Look at this macrame hangy thing. It's gonna look awesome hanging. Here, let me widen it. Hanging in the conservatory, I think, because the Addams family has like that. Like Morticia has her peacock chair, and it's just very macrame type looking stuff. I think this is going to be so awesome. And so this will be hanging amongst the plants and maybe have some of like the vines going through it. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Let me show you my Venus flytrap real quick. And this was made for me. It was actually, I believe, in an Addams Family swap. So it's a little baby Venus flytrap, and it's got a little bit of lunch meat going on here. And I believe it was made by artist Christina Pardy, P-A-R-D-Y, and she still has a website, although I'm not sure if she's still doing miniatures right now. But anyway, I don't know if y'all can see a close-up on the little flytrap guys, but they're very detailed. So I've had this guy for a long time, probably my first plant for the Addams family house. Thank you. Yes, I love it. I love it. So he or she or they are being protected in here somewhere. Where did the thing go? I just took it out of. I don't know. Okay. We'll just leave it right there. Okay, so those are my things. This one, I forgot about that. I went to go get the macrame one, but I think this one will be fun to have the things filling over. Very, Belle Epoque, is that how you say it? English greenhouse. Oh my goodness. Is that French? Because, yeah, I used to study French. I was about to say, I used to learn French. Used to study French when I was in high school, but it has been a long time. All right, so let's mix up some stuff for these guys. And I think this one, Phyllis, I'm going to try your idea in with the powders because I want to make this one, because it's kind of a pretty one, look a little bit fancier. So let's get this guy going because I want to see how it dries. And so I only usually stream for a couple hours. I need to get it going. Now, I think this is probably way too much coffee for these little guys. Is it gross if I put it back in my coffee thing? This is a brand new little thing. I haven't used any craft stuff in here. I'm just letting you know. It is clean. So I'm putting the coffee back in the coffee thing so I don't waste it. I think that'll be enough. Okay. Yes. Oh, you're French. Awesome. Well, then I won't speak French because you will hate it. It's been a long time. I did take 4 years? 5 years of French. But now my daughter is learning Spanish, so I'm learning Spanish, and Spanish is like total opposite of French, because in French you don't say all the letters, or at least that's how I see it. The letters have function, but you don't say every single letter, and in Spanish you say every single letter, and it's totally different. So I'm all mixed up, completely mixed up. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom y'all back in, and we're gonna make some we're gonna mix this with some Mod Podge. Okay, Mod Podge, and try and make a little coffee ground thing. Whoop, that might be a lot. Okay, we can always add a little bit more coffee. All right, we'll mix that up. What made it live? What made it live? What made it live? You might have to explain that, Debbie, or I missed something in the conversation. Okay. I think I might need a little bit more coffee. This is weird because it made this smell like icing. Mod Podge smell plus coffee smell equals icing smell. Although don't trust me, because since my there was a lot of glue, you're right. Since my second pregnancy, smells have been completely off. I cannot tell good smells from bad smells, so this probably smells horrible, and I'm like, ooh, icing, that smells amazing. So I could tell a really gross story, but you probably don't want to hear it. Yeah, can't trust my nose anymore. It's a good thing I wasn't like a chef or something, because it probably would have ruined my career, losing my reliable sense of smell. Okay, is that the right consistency, do you think, Edwina? Oh, you're shocked that you made it live. Well, I'm glad you're here, Debbie. Does that look like, or does it need to be more soupy? What do you think? It's very clumpy. It still smells like icing to me. Or maybe it's because, I don't know. Just sprinkle more of the coffee on top after you put it into the pot. I probably should have done that. Do I need to add more glue? I don't know. All right, we're experimenting still. So here we go. Let's put a little in. I mean, I'm sure it all will stick together. 2 a.m. Oh my goodness. Well, you'll probably benefit from when I go back to streaming in the mornings here in America, because I can't seem to find a good time to stream for the whole world. As long as the glue is barely coating, you're good. Okay, so I think it's barely coating it. And it does have a really good dirt look to it. I really like that look. All right, so let's keep going. This is gonna get messy. Just a bit. Okay. It is definitely sticking to itself. Y'all can see that. Like I can pick it up. I'm just hoping that it sticks into the pot, but it's Mod Podge, so I imagine it will. Well, I hope it works well, because so far I'm liking it. And if it continues to smell like icing to me, even better. Even better. Okay. I'm just now thinking, did I close up my... Yes, I closed up my paper clay. Okay, I get distracted. Is that enough? I think that's enough. I'm just going to put a few little things sprouting out of it. I think I've seen it on Real Life Dollhouse. Probably. She's a smart lady. Probably was her. I watched her plant making videos a while ago, but I haven't watched I haven't rewatched them. I probably do need to, because she made some really amazing plants. So if you don't know Real Life Dollhouse, she's really good. Hi, Karen. How are you? Welcome from Australia. People from all over, which is awesome. Wish I could come visit y'all, because it is hot here, although I know it's hot in a lot of other places too. Sometimes even more hot than here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Should I go ahead? I think I'm gonna wait to fill the other one and see how this goes. Trying to think what I should use for little sprouts. I don't know. Maybe some of this stuff. Sorry for my chair. It's winter. I watch, I don't know if you watch Jazza. Every now and then I watch like Drawing with Jazza. And he's in Australia, and they're all wearing winter coats, and they had like Christmas in July because it's cold and everything. Aviary with old bird cage and exotic birds. Morticia does have, I think she has a pair of crows or one crow. They are seen in the TV show. And then Fester apparently has a pet vulture. They mention it in the movie, but I don't think you see it. I'm not quite sure. It's winter here. I can't wait for it to cool down. I know. Just curious, how did the broken coffee pot went? Oh, I haven't done that yet. I ordered the wrong stuff. I ordered stuff that it wasn't clear. It was white, and I went to cancel it, and they wouldn't cancel it for me. So now I have white stuff, white plastic to try and make it. What do y'all think of this little sprout? Y'all can't see it. There we go. In case you're wondering what Marisa is talking about, she was talking about last live stream. I made the coffee pot machine, and I was trying to make the coffee pots, and she was giving me some suggestions on this plastic that you can vacuum form. And I ordered it, except I ordered white plastic instead of clear plastic. So I'm right where I was when I started. But at least I can practice with it and maybe not ruin the clear stuff whenever I get that ordered. Okay. I think I like the little sprouts. So, I don't know, 6 sprouts maybe? And it seems like the coffee is like holding it really, really well. So I could probably do this in a lot of my pots and it'd be fine. Isn't it just a seedling tray? Just individual small pieces. Let's see. I might do a mixture like really small. I don't know. Let's see. I want it to show up because it's going to kind of be like way in the back. So let's see. I can always make them smaller. So there's a little bitty one. What do we think? The taller ones? Or, I mean, I guess if they're this tall, the roots would have to be big. How can we send you miniature items to help you finish the project? You don't have to do that, but if you want to, I do have a P.O. box that's in my about area. Like if you go to my channel, I'm not good at explaining technology. If you go to my channel, there's like a little about tab, and then if you click on that, then it has like a P.O. box there if you want to send anything. You definitely do not have to do that, but I definitely appreciate when you guys do, because it does help. Any craft stuff is awesome because it helps me get stuff done. You can use the white stuff for floors, window boxes. Oh, okay. I'll definitely be practicing with it. Shorter. Okay. I think we're going shorter. The comments are just a little slow, maybe like a minute. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Because I do not know what is going on most of the time. And then I watch the playback. Like sometimes I'll watch the playback and I'm like, how did I miss that comment? Or why was I talking about that at that time? So I don't know if maybe, okay. So there's some little ones. Do we like the little ones better? I think I can get more in there and it look a little bit better if I do the little ones. Okay. I do not have slow mode on the comments though. So I do know what that is. I've been researching, but usually you don't have to turn slow mode on unless it's like thousands of people are trying to comment all at the same time. So it's probably just a lag in YouTube's system. Yeah, I think I like the little shorter ones too. Oh, they're so cute. Okay. Make some more of those. I wonder what they're gonna grow up and be. I'll make this one like a little double one. Nope, I don't like the double one. It takes up too much room and you can't see. I want to be able to see. I think I saw your other swan one on your middle in my shelf. See? It's a good thing I shared my shelves. I think it's over there too. I can't see it from where I'm sitting though. Those are some long leaves on that guy. He's just stretching out there. I don't know if I like him. Oh, we'll use this little guy. He can be short. Okay, someone is going to have to tell me if they do this, if it smells like icing to them. Because that is all I smell right now. And I would call my husband in here to check it for me because he's like, he has to check like the things that I smell to tell me if I'm smelling it correctly. But he's watching the kids, so I'm not going to disturb him on that one. Okay, one more for this guy. And I feel like I need to put something different in the other tray. So, I like how these are turning out. And I'll go look for my other swan. All right, that's another big one. I don't know, what do y'all think? Check the bottom of the big last one you toured. Okay, I'm gonna go look real quick and y'all can let me know what you think of these guys if I need to switch any of those out. I think this is what you guys saw. These were on the bottom of that shelf and they're already kind of filled in. And I like them except that the flowers look definitely fake. So I might at some point carefully take those off and just leave the moss. And these might end up like in the graveyard, like around like the stones, the headstones and stuff. Or it might be on a headstone, like on either side with like a headstone coming through the center or something. But good eye, there were swans up there, but not another one of these guys. So I'll have to look for another one of them. Okay, so I think we're ready for this guy, but I want to put a different type of, seedling in there. I use 12th scale, so 1 inch equals a foot. So that's what I mostly use. That's what the entire Addams family is. In the future, I want to try and do half scale, but Addams family is 12th scale and probably what I would do most of the time. But thank you, Hugo. That's so sweet of you to do that. I appreciate it. And, okay, y'all like those. So, let's get some more. Oh, this is hardening quickly. Well, it's Mod Podge, so that makes sense. I wonder if I should add some more. I'm gonna break it up and add a little bit more because it's definitely hardening already. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna ruin this thing. Okay, note, do not mix up a lot of this stuff. That is what we have learned, or I have learned. Y'all might have probably known that already. All right, let me put, oh, I didn't put the lid on this stuff. Here we go. All right, hopefully that's a more manageable amount of glue here. Okay. Let me put the lid on my Mod Podge this time. I'm just tempting fate with all my materials. What do you guys think about little seedlings of these guys? They might be too big. They're too big, I think. Put plastic wrap over it. That's smart. Do I have plastic wrap? No. Oh, I have a bag. I'll just stick it inside this bag. Put it inside there. Oh, I have a bag here. I have lots of bags. Phyllis sent me lots of bags. Thank you, Phyllis. Bye, funniness videos. Oh, a date night. Nice. Okay. Should I do little sprigs? We haven't done this guy yet. I'm borrowing your bag for the Mod Podge, so I'm moving you over. Let's look in here. I probably should have figured out what I was doing first. So let's get this in here, like so. It is good to know, I think, that you can break it up and remix it if need be. But Mod Podge does dry really, really quickly. A succulent cuttings, individual leaves sticking out of soil. Possibly. I'm thinking these guys that I just pulled out could probably pass as succulents. But I probably will have to put them in one at a time. Put a little extra in here. Press it down. Can y'all still hear me? I'm getting further and further away from my microphone. Okay. Here we go. Okay. That's gross, but we'll just put that over here. And I'm gonna put this in here. Hopefully save it for the next thing we need to do. I just stuck my finger in the dirt. And there's a hair. Okay. This is the stuff you don't get to see when I edit the videos. Me sticking my fingers in the craft supplies and pulling stuff that's not supposed to be there out of it. Okay, so I think, look at these guys. I think I could cut these little bits off and maybe use the individual leaves. I'll have to see how they're connected. Let's see. It's feisty. Okay. This one. Oh, thank you. Please do remember to remind me if I go off my screen. So I could put another one like opposite that. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see how it looks. Can y'all see? I don't know. It might be a little bit too big. Do I need to cut down to these smaller leaves, maybe? And put them in individually? Let's see. Or I could cut it down to sets of 2 and then really push it in there. There's dirt everywhere. Okay. Okay, so there's this little guy. What do y'all think? He could, I mean, he's shiny, kind of like a succulent. Yeah, he could be turning into an aloe plant. He's simple to make. I kind of like him. I don't know, may only have room to make 4 of those without him looking like they're running into each other. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. I think, like, what's amazing, though, is the amount that you sent me. Like, it's going to make so much. So I so appreciate that. I think it will be plenty to fill up the conservatory for sure. I think I like the doubles as well. So I think I'm just going to make 4 of those so that you can see them really well. I'm going to zoom in, see if that helps with the lighting a little bit better. Got this guy. Oops, stuck my finger in it again. Can't really see him very well. All right, so I'm gonna do doubles on those. So all I'm doing is cutting it off here and here, and then stick it in. My dog is barking at something outside, I guess. So there's 2 little guys. Kid took over my phone. I know how you feel. Old terracotta pots are often covered with limestone. You can make them dirtier. I definitely will age them. They'll have lots of drips and like overspills and stuff. So definitely to match the look of the conservatory, they're definitely going to have to be aged. I lost my... There it is. It's the other thing about miniatures is I have like a million tiny things on my desk at once, and it's like, where's Waldo or I Spy whenever I'm trying to find something I'm working on. Not complaining, just saying that's why I lose stuff so much. Okay, put this guy here, get another double. Okay. And we got number 3, and I think I'll put 1 more in this corner here. I think that's as spread out or as close as I can make them probably without them looking too crowded. Actually, I'm gonna drink some tea. I can hear my voice getting crackly, which I need to practice because I'm about to be teaching rooms full of children. I usually lose my voice in the first week or so back to school, lose my voice and have achy feet, but it gets better after that. Okay, here we go. Oops, that one doesn't want to participate. I am loving the coffee Mod Podge combination. So highly suggest, 10 out of 10. Like it very much. And this one looks like somebody's kicked it a bit because the dirt's uneven, but I like that kind of a look. Don't forget to add a bag of potting soil. Yes, definitely. Hopefully it will last, but of course I do have some more coffee too that I can mix up. Okay, so we've got 2 little seed trays. I like these so much. I'm kind of sad they're going to be kind of way back in the conservatory. I might put one of them closer up, like on the floor. But I think they're going to add a lot of detail to, you know, looking like an actual conservatory. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through the idea that Phyllis sent me. And for this, I need some stems. So I'm going to pull out, things are moving. I'm going to pull out some Christmas ornament hooks. They're just Dollar Tree ones. And, oh. Well, now Phyllis, you can make some sprouts and things for your projects. Oh, I probably need more than that. Let me get more than that before I put this back. Okay. Man, is chat really that far behind? I want to see how far behind it is. So if you're hearing me right now, say green, so I can see how far behind it is before I see someone type green, and I'll know how long it's taking for you guys to hear my voice. Okay, I'm going to use these little guys, these little wires, and okay, all right. So it's taking probably 10, 15 seconds. Okay, not as bad as I was thinking. Awesome. Hi, Wolfkins. Okay, I'm going to be taking this little green wire and, oops, all of a sudden we went out of focus. I'm going to be putting a drop of hot glue on it and then kind of hopefully hanging it upside down. This looks upside down to y'all, I guess. Upside down to where it has a point, and then kind of coating it in the powder to make it look like a bloom. So let's see if I can do this. Hot glue says no. All right, oh, there we go. So I'm going to kind of coat it in this, if I can, and then let it come to a point. These are going to be really small. I don't know if maybe, I could probably do a couple coats. Oh, y'all can't see. So, where it comes to a point like, I just touched it. Where it comes to a point like that. So let me do another coat of the hot glue to build it up a little bit bigger. Oops. I'm not talented with the hot glue, guys. I'm sorry, this is hard to show on camera because it involves gravity. Person actually watching on delay needs to click the word live. I don't know. Okay, so what I have, it's still drying a little bit, is kind of a teardrop shape. And I'm going to kind of coat this with glue and then stick that into the powder and let the powder get on the edge to kind of create a shape that is a flower shape or like a bud. Yay, Leslie! Aw, that's so funny. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to put it in Mod Podge because that's what I have and it'll be easy to dip it in. Okay, I need to figure out what color. I guess I should probably clear my space a little bit here. Finished plants to the back of the mat, please. Move my dirt brush over here. Put this guy back away. Plant explosion. Okay, so the colors I have that I think Morticia would probably be into. We definitely have some red going on. Oh, y'all can't. Y'all, it's too zoomed in. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. There's my mess. You can see the mess enveloping here. And then, so, I don't know which one. I'm thinking I might want to do a plant, probably with these two. Start out with. And then probably we'll want some brighter colors in there as well. What are y'all thinking? I think Morticia would probably be up for these, maybe. Okay. Let's try this. Now, I have not opened these bags yet, so it'll be interesting to see how easy it is to get things in and out of there. So, all right, how can I show this to y'all? All right, zoom in just a little bit, kind of take out some of the chaos you're seeing. Here's my Mod Podge. There's some of it going down the side. Maybe we'll start with that. Get it coated. All right. Here we go. Moment of truth. Ooh, he's a fuzzy fella. Okay. Close that up before I lay it down so it doesn't go everywhere. So here's just one dip. So it might be like we need to like dip and then recoat. Is it snapdragons that these are like? Morticia would probably have snapdragons. That makes sense to me. All right, I'm gonna kind of tap it. See if I can get it to calm down a little bit. All right. Sorry, that took a lot of concentration, apparently. What do y'all think? I think I'd probably use like another dip. Because I can still see the green through the hot glue. But I think I would let it dry. But I really like the effect. I think that'd make a really cool flower. And because it's on this Christmas ornament wire, I can kind of bend it whatever shape I want. Oh, sorry. Where did the paper go that said what it was? Oh, it's right here. I need something to stick this into. You stick right there. No. Oh, it fell. It's okay. This is called rainbow foam, and it is foam that is completely different. It is different from the floral foam. What I think you're supposed to do is you put it into, it's for plants, but it's like a really fine powder, but comes in all sorts of different colors. Okay, Oasis flocking powder. You can make it yourself. There's instructions on Lori Heisler's channel. I was just watching her channel earlier today. Hairspray before. Oh, that's a good idea. Flocking. Hold on, Oasis. Ground foam. Oh, I did not know what it actually was, so that's good to know. I have. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Just had to get it. I have something somewhere that holds stems. There they are. Okay. I took a florals class at one point. I don't know what these are, but she used them to hold stems that she had made, and she glued them onto a board so it was really steady. And I just remembered that I had them, and she had given them to everybody. So let me see. There. It holds my stem, so I can make another one. Okay. I need another thing, and then I can cut them to the length that I want. Roll of toilet paper to hop stems. Dawn? Dawn. Is it D-O-N? Dawn? Hold. Actually, that's what I stuck it in earlier and it fell over because don't sneeze with the bags open. Good idea. Same with flocking and viscose. Man. All right. So probably I should just go ahead and make several with the hot glue. Let it hang. Oh, that one went far. Sorry, this isn't going to be very exciting viewing for you guys. There's just hot glue going everywhere. All right. Probably should have put down a mat or something. I keep touching it with the hot glue gun, which is not helping it dry. Okay, I need to move some stuff back a little bit. Because if I drop hot glue on the bags, I could get a hole in it. Oops, probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, did you see my fancy hot glue roll? It's the first time I've used one of these. And I'm not quite sure where to put all the hot glue when you set it down. It's convenient because I don't have to keep changing it, but it makes my hot glue gun fall over. All right. Could also be the center of the paper from a printing calculator. Oh yeah, that's I can't remember what she said it is. I'm sure it's the center of something where it like has to hold it and like rotate it. I'm sure it's something along those lines. Where did you get that? Are you talking about this, the little holder thing? I will try and the lady, I will see her in September. Her name is Sandra Manring, and she is a professional plant maker who led the class. And so I will see if I can ask her where she got these. And so maybe like, if you are still wondering, check back in the comments, and if I've gotten a hold of her, I will put it down there if I remember. Oh, the hot glue roll. Oh, I think they have them at Hobby Lobby, at craft stores. Okay, I'm gonna put another glob here. Let it hang and make a point. I think this is one that I got for Christmas from my parents, but I've seen them in Hobby Lobby. So they probably ordered it. I'm guessing they ordered this on Amazon. Thread bobbins with the ends popped off. Could be that too. I don't think I've ever seen a thread bobbin with the end popped off, so could be that. Okay. I could probably, it looks like they're sawed off, so I don't know if you can pop them off or if they have to be like forcibly removed, the ends forcibly removed, because it's got some pretty rough edges. I'm not gonna pick it up. It looks like maybe she sawed the ends off. I use a small piece of florist foam to hold my stems. Yeah, if I had that, it probably would have been a good thing to pick up before I did a stream on plants. This one didn't get very pointed, and me trying to squish it isn't working. All right, let's just put a little dap on the end. Sorry, y'all can't see anything I'm doing. Nope, I need to stop pulling on the string. If you pull on the string, it like breaks and snaps back. Okay, if I pull on the string, it breaks and snaps back and makes like a little bud instead of a point. So just in case you decide to try and make these, don't pull on the string. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, what time? So we have about 45 minutes before I'll end the stream. So hopefully I can get a really nice display of these guys in this pot. And then I want to try and at least start on the swan and get at least some hanging ones to try out that. So let's see, I'm going to do 5 of these little buds in this plant. So I only have one more stem after this to make. Okay, here we go. Don't pull on the string, Ara. Don't pull on the string. Is anybody working on anything right now? While you're watching, don't pull on the string. I'm not pulling it to pull it like I just told myself not to. But it does help make a point if you're not getting a point. Okay. I'm just going to leave that guy with the string on the end so I don't mess with it. Okay, I'm going to make one more. The little buds. And then we'll start dipping them. Dipping and flocking. I guess it's not called flocking if it's dipping and foaming. Web Pixies is crocheting. Awesome. Trying to make dinner plates in 1/24. Oh my goodness, that's small. I'm flying buttons that I made together for a button box. What is flying buttons? Working on daisies and roses. Oh, so you're making plants too. That's exciting. Okay. So much more detailed probably than these guys. But I don't think, well, I do need to have roses more for Morticia, but all the stems need to be cut. Oh, gluing. Okay. Gluing buttons that I made for a button box. I didn't know flying was like a crafting term. I didn't know. My sister has a button collection, so if it was, I was going to tell her to look it up. That's a little one. I'm going to add a little bit more glue to him. Okay. I think he's almost done. Making a lamp out of bead caps. Awesome. Oh no. Autocorrect, yes. So I told you earlier I'm trying to learn Spanish right now, and I'm using the Duolingo app on my phone, and I've had to change my phone to where it has both English and Spanish autocorrect because I was getting everything wrong because I would type in Spanish trying to answer the question, and then it would autocorrect to English words, and it was very, very frustrating. So every now and then it'll get switched over to Spanish, and I'm trying to type a text message to someone who speaks English, and oh, it's just a mess. But I'm committed. I'm learning. I've been making a lamp out of bead caps. It's got some lace for the shade. Awesome. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. All right, so now I've got 5 of these guys, I think. And they're all different shapes, so we'll kind of see. Y'all can see these. I'm going to take the glue off of the ends and we'll dip them. We'll foam them. All right. So this one's already done. Finished a cupcake and a muffin pan. Ooh. In miniature. Because if in real life, I am jealous. Obviously, since I'm smelling icing from craft materials, I obviously am really fantasizing about a real cupcake probably right now. Trying to figure out where to put windows and a door used on a playhouse, so made from plywood. This house is going to be a huge project. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're having to like change up doors and windows, it is definitely a big project. So one thing I like about kits is it's already kind of decided for you and you can kind of change it up, but then it is nice to have your own say. Ooh, cleaning a workspace, need to do that. Ooh, a Christmas project. Is it a Christmas project from last Christmas or a Christmas project for this upcoming one? Because I know sometimes they'll go over a few years. Okay, so I did one in this color. I think I'm going to do 3 in the lightish red color. I'm just going to dip. I should have left the lid off the Mod Podge. Dip and spin. And then I'm going to do 2 in the darker color. Dating a carpenter, so I'm sending some stuff off to be. Oh, that is nice. Awesome. You won. Did I miss something? Did I forget what you were doing? Okay. And took Spanish lessons but didn't do so good. It is taking time for sure to learn. But if I want to keep up with my daughter, I'm going to have to do it. Upcoming took about 6 months since January. Wow. You were ahead of the schedule. I'm impressed. Okay. Ah! See, this is probably why she had it glued to something. Plus, I have them all in one side, which isn't smart. I missed what did you win, Phyllis? I missed that too. Okay. Oh, this is a purple. When I open the bag, I can see that it's purple. Oh, y'all can't even see. I'm dipping it in this color right now. It looks really purple now, but before, for some reason, it didn't look purple. It is definitely purple. Okay. If you do try to get one of these little things, definitely glue it to something before you decide to use it. You won't be able to do anything since the grands moved in. No room for craft for a while. Oh. Maybe they could help you. I wish you won the lottery. Gotcha. New to 1/12, usually do 1/6, so there's a lot of adjustment. Yeah, that is a huge adjustment from that, but I think you'll like it. Okay. Dipping the next purple. I think that was a lot of glue. So here's the next purple. Okay. Close the bag. Don't sneeze so it doesn't go everywhere. To hold them. Yeah, I need to get some foam. I did not before this. All right, I'm going to do the same thing I did before and just kind of push them down a little bit. Kind of tame them, I think. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Hopefully get back to finishing projects. Yes, life does get in the way of projects, but that is okay. Projects will wait. Sometimes we don't want them to, but projects will wait for us. Seen other people, yes. I do 1/6 as well. I've tried 1/6 before. I've done a few items. Like if I figure if I can make it in Dollhouse scale, the 1/6 scale, I can make it, or in 1/12, I could scale it up and do it in 1/6, but it's also harder like scaling up because you can see more of the mistakes easier because it's bigger. So I feel like you have to be a little bit more detail oriented the bigger you get, because everything's easier to see at that scale. If that makes sense. I don't know. 11-centimeter doll and painting the head was giving me fits. Okay. All right, so I've patted them all down. I'm a little afraid to stick them back into the Mod Podge because I don't want a bunch of the foam to come off. But let's see. See if I can show you what they look like now. So this is just one coat so far. All right, let me find the one I did initially and see if it's dried enough to stick in. Yep, the foam came off a little bit, but that's okay. I should have opened the bag first before I did that. And now they're stuck to each other. Okay. Just causing chaos for myself here. All right, so I'm going to stick this in for a second coat here. Okay, and get it to, like, tap it off a little bit. sure there's like a million ways I could be better organized about this and make it go a little bit faster, but since it's the first time doing it this way, I'm just, like, I think if I was making like a whole bunch of like specifically these stems, I would get like a assembly line going. Yep, got stuff in my Mod Podge. Trying to scale down. Yep. I think I'm gonna have some upcoming projects in half scale, just because, like you said, scaling down, saving space is kind of important. All right. I like it double dipped, but I'm gonna have to get myself a little bit organized here, I think. How am I gonna do that? I'm going to, oops, sorry, that was right into the microphone. Bye, Wolfkins, get some sleep. Okay, I am going to tape this guy down so he will stop falling over, because I am done with that. So I can feel confident in what I'm doing. It's kind of wobbly, but he's taped down. Stay. I'm going to try and get some of the flocking out of my Mod Podge, because I wasn't paying attention to that. See if I can get it out. I'll just put it on the side here. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get out. It sticks. The foam is excited to stick to things, so that's good. I think I got it out. Good night. Thank you for those who are joining me like really late at night. I appreciate it. I'm sure you guys are sleepy. Okay. Focus. All right. So these I'm double dipping. That one's done. Okay. Let me get the foam ready first, and then I won't have to try to open it right after double dipping it. Okay. That's the second dip on that guy. I know y'all can't see the foam, but I'm going to start knocking stuff over if I try to get it all in the same area. I'm doing a free Victorian from Houseworks. A free Victorian? How'd you get a free Victorian? It's awesome. Okay. Trying my best not to get particles in the Mod Podge. Does anyone else have a hard time saying Mod Podge? Mod. I feel like it should be Mod Pod, but that sounds weird too. Okay. Oh, it's not a kit. Well, that's awesome. They give you a free pattern though. Okay. Now I'm going to do the purple, double dip my purple, and then I'm going to start hopefully making them behave a little bit. You can see some of the foam in there. So probably not the best idea to stick it straight into the Mod Podge. I am not a fan of power tools either. Mostly because of the noise. I have a lot of noise sensitivity issues. And so I just, that's why I have a really hard time with power tools, is because of the noise. I get annoyed when people call it Mod Podge. I think that's the problem, is people think either the first and the last word should rhyme, or like the words should match, but they're just slightly off. So it's Mod Podge. Mod Podge. It's tough. Tough to say. Okay. Are you still planning on making the Addams Family members? Yes. I have 6 of the 7 kits already purchased. So I have a kit for Morticia Gomez, Uncle Fester, Wednesday Pugsley, and Grandmama. And Grandmama is actually put together now as a different character, but I'm going to take her apart and then rebuild her, because right now she's a peddler lady, but I'm going to rebuild her into Grandmama. And then in September, I am going to get from the same lady a kit for Lurch. I looked on her website and picked out a kit that I liked. And the kit comes with like this, it's a ceramic doll kit. So it comes with the head and the arms and the legs. And so what I have to do is put the body together with pipe cleaners and cloth and then clothe it. So I'll be doing that for all 7 except for Grandmama, because she's already put together. I'll just have to rework her outfit and her hairstyle just a little bit. Okay, let me catch up. I have a scroll saw of my own. It's close enough to having a sewing machine. I'm okay with it. I built my first dollhouse from scratch. Ended up being a wee bit bigger to build all the furniture. I like using the 10 for $1 tiny square containers with lids for Mod Podge paint glitter. That's a good idea. Just say glue. Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. Just say glue. Okay. Did I already squish these? This one's going a little bit crazy. Just a little bit crazy. I'm going to throw my crochet across the room. Aw. My sister crochets, and I know how much work that is. I'm actually trying to convince her to crochet some miniatures. And so I think sometime she's going to come to the live stream. She's not going to be on the live stream with me. We're going to have a race, and I'm going to make something in miniature, and she's going to try and crochet something in miniature. And we're going to see who's going to get the most done first, I think. Okay. I hope you can get your thing fixed. I know that's frustrating. All right, so we have our 5 little blooms, and they're still a little squishy, but I think they're cool. Let's put some coffee grounds into our pot, and I did not bring wipes, so I'm going to use, so I told you I had a toilet paper roll that I was sticking stuff into. I'm just going to use this to wipe this up real quick. Oh my goodness. So I don't look like a complete mess here. I think the crazy plants fit the Addams Family theme. Yes, definitely. That's why I love the Addams Family. You can pretty much make a lot of weird stuff and it fits in. Okay, so I'm using this pot here, and I'm going to add these in. All right, it does look like putting it in the bag helped a bit. It's definitely not as dry as it was, but I still might add just a little bit more Mod Podge. A little bit more glue. I'll just say glue. Because I'm sure this works with tacky glue also. Even though tacky glue is a little bit thicker, I'm sure it would still work the same. Add in a little bit more. Just freshen it up. Okay. All right. Here we go. Get some of this. Oh, that didn't work at all. Get some of this in here. And stuff it in. Still smells so good. Got cats and no craft room, so I can lock them out of it. So cat hair is an ongoing problem with me and glue. I used to have a dog. My dog that I have now doesn't shed, but my dog that was our family dog, she shed so much. And even after she was gone for several years, like I'd be like getting ready for something and like be wearing like a black skirt or black pants or something, and it'd still be like, well, there's a BB hair or several, because it was everywhere. So I feel your pain. I wasn't crafting so much back then, but I know the pain of pet hair. Okay. I don't really know. I'm gonna need some side pieces for this guy. Definitely some extra foliage, but I'll get the blooms in there first. I don't want to add too much. But I don't want to add too little and then not be able to get back in there either. Okay, got that guy filled. I'll put this back in its plastic bag. Oop, that was sitting on the glue gun. All right. So now I'm going to cut these guys down. Let's see, I got to figure out which one I want to be the tallest. I'm going to kind of get some of that off the edge there. Okay. I think I like this one. I like its pointiness the best. So I'm going to kind of figure out how tall I want this guy to be. So maybe like so. Kind of like that. And then I'll do a purple one. See what you guys are saying. 21 yards. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Someday I can turn grandkids' toy room into a craft room. Since I stay in bed, I have a little table in my bed, mat board, and I lay on my bed. Hey, wherever you can make a craft area, go for it. I know some people who use like the little IKEA carts that they're like a 3-tier cart, and that is their craft area, and they can just roll it around wherever they have space, and they just keep everything on there. So this is a big guy, a big bloom. I think it'll take a little bit more practice, like getting them formed. Like I think this one's still got a lot of wet Mod Podge in there, because I can definitely like move him around, squish him. Okay, I'll go back to a red one. Maybe make him a bit shorter, like so. So these guys are definitely interesting looking plants. It'll be interesting to see how they look when they dry, because I can still see the white from the Mod Podge, and I have a feeling that that will kind of fade as they dry. So they might shrink up a little bit. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. All right, do a purple one next. A serving cart. Oh, that's a good idea. Unused exterior door. I've got some over door closet rods just for your fabric. I hang up my bags of like foliage on a hanger in my closet. It's just easier to store that way. Put this guy in. He's a little bit shorter. And then one last one. This is kind of a puffy guy too. See if I can point him at the end. They're moldable to an extent. You left them long would look great with those flowers. I think they would too. Okay. I'll make this one a little bit shorter. Like so. All right. Put this guy. All right, so we've got some different heights here. So now I'll put some foliage around them, and this guy will be finished. All right, move this stuff to the side. Okay, so I think you were mentioning these leaves that you thought would look good. Here's some that we haven't used, but these are more of the vines. Might use that one in the swan. And then there's these guys, but they might take away. These probably need to be in their own planter, probably, because they have their own look to them. So I think we'll try these, like you suggested. Were these the one you were talking about? I think so. Plastic shoe things. Yes, I use the plastic shoe things that you're talking about that go in the back of closets. I put all my paint in those because I can actually see them instead of rummaging through a box or something. Okay, so are we thinking these guys to go all around, kind of pokey? I think so. All right, I'm gonna leave them long and just start sticking them in and see what we think. And they kind of go over the edge a little bit, which is cool. Like so. Oh, the fish department. Yes, Debbie, I have heard. I have never looked there, but I just recently heard someone said to go look in the fish department. And I think I would have never thought of looking there. I think that is a great idea. Okay, I'm going to try and put this one a little bit more towards the middle and try not to mess up my stems too much. I'm going to put another one like in here, I think. Yeah, these are great because they just like stick over the sides. Kind of like that. It's definitely building up, I think. So now I'll do this side. It's not taking very much, which is awesome. So put this here. This one does not want to go in. Go in. Then I'll rearrange the stems a little bit. And then one over here. Like so. Then I'll just adjust the stems so that I can see them a little bit better. And of course I'll dust a little bit of some kind of like dry paint on the leaves. So now let's put it up next to Cleopatra. So this one can kind of sit in front. We have this guy. And we got this guy. So we're definitely building up some plants that can hang out in the woo, I'm running out of talking abilities that can hang out in the conservatory. All right, so we got this guy. Got these, and we have crazy plant guy. All right, nope, that goes in here. Keep my plants all sorted out. All right, so I think we could probably, let's see, we've got about 15 minutes, but we're not hand making these guys, so we could probably do something with these. I do want to try to see if I can make, I'm sorry, I'm not talking towards the mic. I want to see if I can try and make these little delicate ivies hang down on the swan. Like even just like these little tip areas here, like I think are really pretty. I like the spiky leaf theme. Loving that. Yes, that was Phyllis's idea. She sent me like or maybe it was someone that she had heard of. She sent me like the steps of how to do it. So I thank you for that because they did turn out really, really cool. I'll probably make a few more of these for the conservatory. Okay, so think I'm gonna try and put some of these guys in the swan. I don't know if we'll have time for this, but we will see. Because I like to try and keep them right at 2 hours. 2-hour live stream. All right. So I just cut off like a little sprig. Now the thing is, I need to decide if I want to glue it to the side of the swan, which might be the only way it will stay down and show kind of how it would naturally lay. Coming out the back. I could have it coming out the top, like it's going up a wall or like a table leg. We could just have it coming out everywhere. I definitely don't want to cover up the fact that it's a swan. So maybe one up like this. Maybe one coming down here, and I could put it up against the wall like it's climbing up. Oh, heat the stem. That's a good idea. All right, let's try that. Okay, we're going to just go for it and glue, put a little bit of hot glue here. If I can do this fast enough without burning myself. And then we'll try and heat the stem. Put a little bit more glue in there to hold it. I don't think I've ever tried to hot glue anything to resin before. I don't know if it holds it very well. Okay. We made quite a few plants, I feel like. Cleopatra won't be so lonely anymore. I have a heat, it's like a miniature iron, but it also has like different things on it, like a prong, like you can use it as a knife, but you can also use like the end of a hot glue gun type thing. That's what I'm going to try and do right now because that's the only thing I have hot. And the iron, oh my gosh, it is very hot. And so it's kind of dangerous to heat up with all this stuff laying around. So I'm just going to try and bend this over the nose of my glue gun and see if I can get the plastic to bend. So it already kind of bent down just by touching it barely with the nose of my glue gun. I'll do it again. Heat it up real good. And then just kind of bend it how I want it to do. And there it's bending down. So that was a great idea. Who said that? Oh, it's Phyllis. Phyllis! Awesome idea. So I'm just going to bend whatever ones that I feel like I need to. And the miniature iron that I have has smaller pieces than this, and of course aren't covered with old glue. So it would be better for sure for this type of project, but like I said, I don't want to have to get it out right now. Okay. Spin that guy. All right, so I think that looks awesome. I love that. So now I need to figure out what to put in it. Maybe we said we liked the spiky leaves theme. Oh, I'm gonna put one coming out the back, I think. So I'm gonna clip off another little piece of this guy. And since it was so easy to bend, I'm gonna have it come out the back here. And since it was so easy to bend, I can either bend it down on the other side if it ends up in the middle of a room, or I can have it kind of trailing up the wall. A little bit of eyeshadow on Cleo. on Cleopatra. I use a lighter. Oh yeah, gotta be careful with that. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put this in. Seems like gluing things to resin works okay. No problems as of yet. Out, except for it's hot. My daughter asked how you get it to look so realistic. How I get like miniatures to look so realistic? Or Cleo. I didn't make Cleo, if that's who you're referring to. That was someone else. You might have to clarify for me. I'm sorry. Okay. So I've got this going on, and I think I'm going to put some more dirt in here and start putting some spikes. And this will be the last one we do. I don't think we'll have time to do this guy, but you'll see him in the future probably. I'm not even quite sure what I want to do with it yet, so. All right, let's get some dirt in there. Oh, it's definitely drying up. But I think we'll have used at least most of the coffee I dumped in here, even though I put like half of it back. Oh, Edwina said it. It's hard to keep track. Sorry. Okay. Put a little bit more Mod Podge in there. Just a bit, if I can control my pouring. Okay. Mix that in there one more time. She's 7, so just all of miniatures. Well, I think, she wants my honest answer. I think because I age things is why I can get things to look so realistic. What is really impressive, I think, is people who do new looking miniatures and they look realistic because they can't hide any of their mistakes behind like a slather of like paint or something, which is what I do a lot of the time. I just kind of hide stuff with aging. But it's when people can make things look real that are new that that takes a lot of patience. Okay. Remember being that age and amazed at everything. I do love, my daughter is 7, and I do love showing her things. And of course, she kind of probably wishes I made things that look new and shiny and rainbow and exciting things, because that's what she's into. She's not into the old, broken, and down stuff, but she still appreciates that they look real. I think she likes that part. I probably need to make a project just for her sometime that is her style. I think she would like that. I don't know how much interest she would keep in it, but better slap some moss over it. Moss is helpful. It is. I have a whole dollhouse. You can see it on my channel, like a little tour of it called the Derelict Riders Retreat. There were parts of the entire roof that were missing, and I was either going to have to try and match the roof tiles or the shingles, or I could just pretend like a vine had like popped the roof shingles off. So that's what I did. There's a vine going in all the areas where the shingles are missing. That was my solution. All right, so I've got some dirt in there. I'm so glad. Thank you, Phyllis, for sending all this stuff. It's been amazing to play with. And everyone, thank you for your ideas too, because that's been so helpful. Put Mod Podge in an empty Elmer's bottle. That is a good idea. Because, yeah, I did drop some flocking in there, so that would probably be a good way to go. Okay, I am going to try the spiky thing, but I'm going to make it a bit shorter, I think. So let's see. Kind of about that height. What do y'all think? I think I'm liking that. I don't want to make it too tall. Like I said, I don't want to overthrow the swan look because I really like that. I keep wanting to say goose. I don't know why. I don't wish it was a goose. I think I'm glad it's a swan, but I keep wanting to say goose. So I think it'll look kind of just like one of those really leafy plants. Dipper tips. Cool. Cut it short, makes it look like a different plant from the tall one. Oh, you like it cut short, okay. It's a little strange why mixing plants in the swan. Well, I'm trying to make like it was a like an arrangement, I think. But I don't think I'll put more than this. I think I'll just put kind of the spiky one with like a vine growing out of the side. I don't want to make it too complicated. So that was my thought process. Oops. I didn't like how that went. So I don't want to make it too crazy. But I need to make some taller and shorter ones, I think. So I just need to put maybe a little one here and then be done. Like I don't want to make it too complicated. Put a tiny critter in it. That's a good idea. Since they have like so many pets in the Addams family. Let's see. If I left a spot on the front, I could put a frog or something. Or a little mouse like chilling. Let's see. If I can stick this guy in. I could put something there. Just the vines. I could, if I can find my other swan, I know I have another swan somewhere. I might try just the vines. I thought I had a critter, but close to me. But I packed up all the miniatures in my Addams Family house so that I could paint it. So I don't have any that I can just like go grab right now. I don't think. I'm looking on my miniature shelf to see if I can grab somebody just to stick in there. I don't have anything super small. Doo-doo. Dead plants, yes. I like that idea. Glue more of the vines up the wall behind it. That could be cool too. A round leaf plant. I have, where'd he go? I have this guy that I made a long time ago. I actually might use some of the leftover coffee grounds, just stuff it in there. So he's kind of more like a swamp looky plant, I think. Is that what you meant by round leaf plant? So this is what I have for this guy. I think I might leave him. Actually, I have some smaller leaves. I feel like he's bald in some spots here. I don't know. Probably won't be seeing him from the top though. I will, if I find my other swan and do an entire, like one entirely out of vines, I'll put it on my Instagram and y'all can check that out. And of course, at some point when I have all the plants done, I will make sure and post that on my Instagram. I'll do a little tour. I don't know if you've seen my video tours that I've done on there, but a tour of the conservatory. And I might put one on YouTube too, like a short one, I'm not sure. So I think that's it for today. We made these 5 little plants here. And I think all of them have their own little bit of character, which is what I really, really like, because, you know, I'd hate for every single plant to be the same. Because in the TV show and in the movie, the conservatory is just overrun with greenery. And so I really want it to be different and diverse. And so you're really interested in what you're looking at. And you're not just like, oh, plants. It's like, oh, that's different. Oh, that's different. So I really like how it came out. So don't stick in here while it's wet. Otherwise, it'll stick to the dirt. Oh, yeah, that's true. Don't stick a little guy in there. But anyway, so I'll probably, if you were here at the beginning of the stream, you might have heard me say, but school is starting. I'm a teacher, so things might slow down for just a little bit while I'm getting that stuff up and running and going. I'm going to still try and get my videos done, but they may be shorter and just like a little tour of things. But anyway, I really just want to keep making plants right now, but I can't. I've got to go do some other stuff. But yeah, I'm so glad you joined me tonight. Let me see if I have any comments I need to reply to. If I missed your comment, I'm so sorry. Yeah. What else? I was going to say something else. Oh, and thank you, Phyllis, for sending all this amazing stuff. It was so inspiring. Oh, I didn't try these. Maybe another time. If I try these, I'll let you know what I make out of it. It's the little foam ball things. But man, I just think the stuff that you sent was so inspiring and so fun to work with. So thank you for that. Definitely. I appreciate it so much. And thank you guys for the ideas. It's so much more fun to create with you and hear different thoughts. And I mean, I would have never, ever thought to mix the coffee grounds with the Mod Podge. So thank you, Edwina, for suggesting that. And I will make sure and go check out Real Life Dollhouse, or is that how you say it? If she was the one who, her link to her page, to her channel is in my suggested on my channel page. That was a horrible sentence. But if you want to check her out, there's a link on my channel to find Real Life Dollhouse miniatures, I think. Yeah. So if she was the one who originated this idea, it was a great idea. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will repost this Friday if you want to catch up with anything. And yeah, the next stream will be in the morning. So sorry for my friends that are far away, and that will be a later time for you guys, but it just works out better for me. So I will make sure and give you plenty of notice before that happens, and so that you know the time and the day. So anyway, bye everybody. Thanks for joining me. This was so much fun. You guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.